We have a very special episode, a very early episode, and our guest today is Itay Kasre
Hey guys.
from Israel, I think, and CEO from Momentum Labs. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you guys for having me. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. Could you tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name is Itay, as the guys has told you. I'm from Israel. I've been a CTO at the company right before I began my role as CEO. Before that, I've been in the Israeli startup industry for the last 11 years, from being the first employee in two startups that has been sold to unicorns like Viber and JFrog, and creating my own companies. I've acquired a lot of kind of like field experience on how to create products, on how to deliver products to SMBs, to enterprise customers. So this is like a Momentum is kind of a stage for me where I can actually kind of like put all of the knowledge that I've acquired over the years and try to create something that is really significant. That is going to hopefully disrupt an entire industry, the loyalty platforms industry and retention marketing. And of course, we are trying to bring in the blockchain to customers who are a little more traditional. And this is pretty cool for me because I've been used to dealing with more tech savvy customers where a computer and an e-commerce shop is kind of native to them. And now when I go into a call and I talk to stakeholders in big companies, and you start talking about blockchain, it's really interesting how to see at first how they kind of they're scared of moving to the blockchain because it's a big buzzword. It's a lot of technology. But then again, when you explain the benefits, their eyes open up. They understand how it can prevent fraud, etc. But this is about Momentum. So regarding myself, 11 years of experience here in the Israeli startup industry, and that's me.
Awesome. Well, we can feel your enthusiasm, and I'm really interested about what Momentum solves, because I think you have a great product here, and I think the audience needs to hear this. So
awesome.
Take it away.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, well, Momentum is a platform offering tools to retailers, airlines, hotels, every kind of business that manages a customer base and wants to actually increase the revenue through that customer base. Well, what does it mean exactly? We provide a tool set that gives AI-based insights and metrics. And of course, this is one of the layers, but this is like our main sell point. We provide those tools in order to give businesses the ability to understand the customer deeply, understand their behavior, and react accordingly. So let's one of our flagship kind of let's call it features is being able to detect customers, being able to detect leaving customer or churning customers before those customers even know that they want to leave the brand, which is a very powerful tool because in one of the use cases that we had, one of the telco companies had 23% of their customer base leaving every year, which converts into hundreds of thousands of euros, or up to I think 800,000 euros in one branch out of 30. So being able to re-engage those clusters, being able to bring them back using smart rewarding, smart offering, next best offer for them, really, kind of adjusting the message to those customers will allow the companies to bring them back and convert them back or return those customers back to the base, and of course gain more revenue through that, which is kind of like the obvious thing. Besides that, of course, we offer a fully fledged enterprise blockchain for hosting loyalty programs. This is kind of our main base that we sell. Of course, being able to use that AI suite that we generate we kind of like tell them, listen, guys, you need to set up your loyalty program on the blockchain, and then as a kind of a perk, you get the AI. So you can say that we are a blockchain and AI first company.
Wow.
And hence the name Momentum, to keep the momentum going. Also.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, could you tell our audience maybe a little bit more about how that AI works?
A more technical explanation, or okay. So basically, what we do is we analyze paste data on the customers. We look at their purchasing behavior. Let's say they come on Monday, they come on Wednesday, every couple of weeks, and then we can start realizing or understanding what kind of products they are buying. What was the temperature, let's say, outside when they entered the shop, or let's say if it's an e-commerce shop, when was the last time they arrived to the physical shop, and then they moved to the e-commerce shop, and then we can realize all sorts of kind of like nifty details, like what kind of tier the customer should be at, or a tier, I mean like segment. Let's say in airlines you have you have platinum members, you have bronze members, you have. And we can really analyze the entire customer base and start placing them into different tiers in order to optimize the spend on rewards that the companies are offering to those customers. One of the biggest problems is that most companies spend so much money on rewarding people, or buying perks, like let's say. One of the perks that I got or my wife got a couple of days ago was like a box of ice cream. Okay, it's a voucher. Okay, but she never engaged with the loyalty program. She never did anything. She didn't even buy anything with her credit card. So it's kind of like a waste of money sending gifts to people who are not really engaging with the program. So one thing is really clustering. Sorry?
We know about that.
Yeah, exactly.
But actually, tailor-made. You can really pinpoint.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't even do anything. You don't pinpoint anything. The platform does kind of everything for you. Of course, you can control the engagement flows. Let's say you have a trigger for a customer that is buying less, that has stopped arriving, that is about to churn, that is moving between tiers, who is not responding to marketing signals. You can create kind of workflows for those engagements, which gives you a lot of power, because the engagement is custom to you. You create the engagement flow based on the style of your company, but we deliver the insight, basically the trigger, which is something that is completely new in the market, where we're giving AI triggers that allows those workflows to be triggered. So yeah.
You're sort of a little bit predicting the future also of the behavior of the customer.
This is exactly what we're doing. We're opening a hatch into the future, which is pretty interesting, because human behavior is so predictable. It's amazing. You can talk about it. I can tell you that, and you can talk about it with your friends and talk about how predicted we are. But it's unbelievable to see how true it is. Looking at the data, looking at graphs, it's amazing. People are so predictable. So it brings us a lot of capabilities, a lot of possibilities in order to do stuff. Do stuff with that. And our platform is not it's not privacy intrusive. So we don't care who the person is. Okay. Yeah. We just care about his behaviors. Okay. We are kind of like a processor, not a controller of data.
Yeah. And human behavior is, of course, predictable in aggregate. Then we become even more predictable. But you could also really zoom in on the individual.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah. And that is really interesting as well. So maybe a weird question, but how long have you been building this? Must have been taking like forever, or not?
Yes. Yeah, definitely. The company had Momentum has been in the market for quite a while with a different offering than what I've been creating since I joined the company a year and a half ago. But yeah, we are going to market now, so it took us about a year and a half to to just create this offering, allowing people to onboard, bringing value, of course, to our community and token holders, and also being able to find kind of like a product to market fit that is really suitable for the market needs. Yeah, this is what I've been looking for a while, because of course we got a lot of pressure. Come on, guys, list the token. But I was like, wait, we need to find a product to market fit. We need to create a long-lasting company. It's not a one-time shebang that will generate value eventually for everyone, for customers, token holders, equity investors, etc.
Yeah, one question that comes to my mind, a sector that could benefit in a big way from from momentum would be the airline and the travel industry, because we weren't allowed, or it was hard for us to travel, and we couldn't. So I think when the economy opens up again, and you can predict the market, even on a personal level, then it would be awesome to predict where people want to go on vacation, and there's lots of liquidity going around there. Yeah,
it's even more than that. It's not just understanding where you want to fly next. It's really offering you the right flight at the right time at the right date. You know, it's much more than that. Next best offer, like where you should fly, is something that has been around for a really, really long time. But we're creating something that is 2 steps from that.
Yeah, I see a big market for momentum. Can you also explain a little bit about the tokenomics and how that fits in momentum?
Okay, so right now, as due to the fact that we're Ethereum contract or smart contract based token, we're experiencing a little disruption because of the gas prices. So currently, our go-to-market strategy regarding our tokenomics is allowing companies or retailers that are launching their programs over our platform as a service offering. They will have to stake a certain amount out of the total amount of assets that they have created. When I say assets, I mean loyalty points, vouchers, etc. Let's say a loyalty point is worth $1. Okay, at an extreme case, they will have to stake around 5% of that in momentum tokens in a staking contract. But of course, we're planning to expand that. The momentum is going to be kind of an intermediate token for exchanging loyalty points, which is kind of our next move for our kind of token strategy, crypto strategy. We're going to create many different offerings that are all based on the cryptocurrency that we on the token, on the protocol.
But you'll stick to Ethereum.
So this is a very good question. No, we're going cross-chain really, really soon. It's mandatory. We will have to deal in a way with the gas prices, and this is one of the ways is cross-chain. In my opinion, think about it in a way where currently, if I want, let's say, a company on boards on my platform, and one of our features is smart rewarding. Okay. And they can choose to reward using momentum tokens. And now let's assume that one token is worth a certain amount, which is I think pre-launch we're 0.10 euro cents, but it costs around $40 to send that gift away. So we're kind of looking for different options. I don't see it as a blocker, as we have 5 fully dedicated developers, including myself. I still do code reviews and write code, so I don't see it as a big problem having to overcome that problem. So yeah, definitely going cross-chain. Definitely going cross-chain.
Probably also layer 2 solutions for Ethereum are coming quick, hopefully.
Some are there already, I think.
Yeah.
Could you tell us maybe a little bit about the team behind Momentum?
Yeah, of course. So, okay, let's start with the kind of executive team. Generally speaking, or precisely speaking, I guess one of our biggest supporters is Ariel Ludi. He's one of most successful businessmen or entrepreneurs in Europe. He has been the CEO of Hybris and sold the company for $1.5 billion. I think it was 7 years ago. He now owns it's an incubator. It's an incubator, yeah. It's called the Hammer Team, where they invest in projects, interesting projects. It's all funded from directly from his pocket. It's not kind of a VC where they raise money and then they spread it out. It's all the money is his, and he's spreading it between companies that he thinks that are interesting and can really impact the market. We have Shlomo Cohen, who is the EMEA General Manager of Supply Chain in the Netherlands. No, sorry, EMEA Supply Chain GM. Yeah, GM of EMEA Intel. Okay, Intel EMEA General Manager. Yeah, he brings so much experience. His experience really helps us when we need to make really significant kind of strategical decisions in the board level, strategy level kind of decisions, expenditure of money, raising more money, etc. He brings so much experience that really benefits us, let's say, on a weekly basis. Our team also includes Stefano, which brings so much experience managing partnerships and alliances from companies like Adobe. He brings 20 years of experience selling to retailers, which is very, very crucial to us, as most of us are technical, very, very technical, and we know how to sell to people who are sitting behind a computer. But then again, when you need to approach, let's say, a C-level executive at a company that is, like in a huge scale where more traditional people are sitting at, it's better because he understands our side of the story and he understands their side of the story, and he creates kind of a bridge, which is very beneficial. And soon we are going to announce some really cool companies who are going to be onboarded on our platform. Of course, we have Sander, who is our head of community. He brings a lot of experience as an entrepreneur, bridging between investors, community, the team, which is really beneficial as we are starting really to kind of put our foot on the gas on our community side on the community side of the story, which is something that I think we haven't done well enough, and now we're kind of like kicking it into the right gear, which is our path to improvement. This is really important to have someone that is in charge of the community. Besides that, we have Jürgen Hobarth, who is our crypto strategy guy. I asked him I've studied everything that I know about crypto from that guy. He really put things into perspective into my head, really helped me find the projects that are really delivering an impact into the industry, and then for me to look at those projects and then understand how I can learn, adapt our project to make a significant impact and value to our community, token buyers, etc. It was really, really important for me because it really taught me a lot. And besides that, we have our R&D team, our product team, really cool people. We have people from who has been sitting for 2 years in the human behavioral analysis AI labs in universities. It's a pretty interesting team. We're really kind of we have a chill environment. We really love what we do. The entire team really loves what he does.
We can see that.
We can even feel it through the camera. Yeah. So you're doing an awesome job there, promoting momentum. And I think when I listen to your story, you have got a very powerful, I would say, product, but also a very strong team and building a community. And those three together will build an awesome platform and an awesome company. I think.
Yeah, and I think also our experience from looking at crypto projects is the projects that are building and not marketing. They are usually doing better when they start marketing eventually.
Yeah.
If you start with marketing and then build, that doesn't work.
No, that doesn't work. This is something that I saw a lot in the crypto market, where companies first shout out in the media and then they forget that they need to build a product. So I did it kind of the other way around. That's why sometimes you see people who are kind of like, what is going on with momentum? Guys, everything is perfect. We're working hard to build a product, and now you can see kind of the results that we've been working on for a very long while.
I've got maybe a difficult question to answer, but is there any competition for what you're doing? Because I haven't seen it, but
yeah, of course. Every company has competition. It's not logical to not have competition, because if you have a company that doesn't have competition, you're probably doing something wrong, right? We have there are companies who are competing us in the AI field called let's say Rise AI, and then we have Loyal in the blockchain. But it's fine. We do something that is a little different. No one has the models, AI models that we have. We have been working on it we've invested thousands of human hours on specific areas, investigating specific kind of pinpoints that make the big difference. I don't mind having competition. Having competition is great. Makes us work really harder. And I trust my business team with my entire heart. And you can definitely see the results when you sit in meetings. And okay, on Monday we sat with one of the biggest point of sale resellers in the world. And they were explaining to us, okay, blockchain, yeah, whatever, blockchain. And I was like, no. Listen, guys, come on. Listen to the story. And after I was pitching the idea to them, they were flabbergasted. They said that we had so many companies come here and try to pitch us a blockchain and AI, and no one delivers. We actually had a demo, an unplanned demo, where I clicked and dropped a set of data that they gave us. And they were expecting to get a result in, let's say, in 2 weeks or something like that. And I did it live. I just dragged their data file, extracted insights, onboarded the program on the blockchain in less than, I think it was 4 minutes. Wow. They were ready for insight. They were ready for actually gaining more money out of their customer base. And this doesn't exist. The most onboarding processes are very, rigorous and hard, and we try to avoid that. We want to we want to deliver day one. You onboard the system, you get the insights, you get whatever you want to get out of our platform.
So there's of course a lot of resistance within the traditional world when it comes to blockchain and crypto. So I'm very curious about that pitch you did. How do you sell blockchain or crypto?
So the main kind of approach for me when I see a resistance when I talk about blockchain is first through education. First of all, I explain to them what is blockchain. I tell them it's a distributed ledger. It's immutable. You can audit transactions, and the blockchain doesn't lie. I tell them about I think it was, I have the statistics somewhere, but I think it was around, let's see, I think it was 200 billion attacks on loyalty programs between 2018 and 2020. Yeah. And most of those attacks could have been prevented using such technologies like blockchain. When, let's say, one of the most kind of common attacks are not strong cybersecurity where someone penetrates the server, but it's more an employee maliciously doing something or transferring points or doing stuff like that, which can easily be kind of traced using blockchain technology. Also, I explained to them regarding the cryptocurrency that they have. I'm not a tax advisor, but there are significant tax kind of benefits when you use blockchain and not cash to stake the percentage out of the loyalty assets that you create on your loyalty program. There are really significant tax implications that are very good for companies, because I'm not okay. There are really good tax kind of implications. I'll leave it there. But when you talk about the cyber attacks, when you talk about the hundreds of billions of dollars that are lost every year to just bad communication for companies with customers, for not being able to audit their logs, for not being able to create meaningful alliances with different companies because there is no trust, right? Blockchain gives us kind of a no trust environment. We don't need to trust anyone. There's a single source of truth. No one needs to trust anything. It's just there on the blockchain forever, immutable. This is kind of my sell point for now. Of course, I will have to home on the pitch even further in the future as we meet more kind of like traditional customers. But I don't see the amount of kind of resistance that I expected to see, which is pretty interesting. People are starting to open up towards blockchain, and you can see it. You can see it in our field. You can see it in the crypto field. Companies adopting crypto, companies adopting blockchain technologies. You can talk about companies like Carrefour from Italy, where they kind of like innovation hub for blockchain in the retail world. There are a lot of companies that are opening up, which is really interesting, and provides a lot of opportunities for us.
Yeah, if I try to recap it in my mind, but I see three very big selling points. I see a reduction, an enormous reduction of marketing costs for companies that use Momentum. Then, of course, the trust issue that you can solve using blockchain. And maybe the most powerful, that you can deliver on the data set in 4 minutes instead of weeks. Well, that alone will save millions of dollars for a large company, or even more.
Definitely, you see a lot of companies who are actually one of our supporters, Wouter, he was talking about the fact that he was working with a different company, trying to create some sort of like a tool that we already have, and he was talking about how much it cost that company. My mind exploded. We bring solutions out of the box that people pay millions of dollars to have. So this is, I guess, really a powerful sell point for us. Yeah.
And then, of course, you also mentioned at the start, the world is changing, and that was, I think, your impetus to start Momentum. How do you see the world evolving and new business models emerge? Do you think this is like a temporary thing, or do you think everything will be completely transformed?
Are we talking about Corona times?
After the Corona time.
Yeah, also after the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Everything changed. Yeah. Everything changed in Corona times. The way we go to the office, the way employers interact with their employees, the way companies interact with their customer base. People are shifting towards e-commerce in a way that has never been seen before. Of course, there was always a trend of people going into into e-commerce space, but now it has Corona was a catalyst or a catalyst for that transformation. And people need to understand that most business owners, not particularly the big kind of companies, but also the big companies, are not very savvy in the e-commerce space. So they need the tools to try and monetize on top of their existing customer base when they move to the e-commerce space, because it is much easier to convert and upsell an existing customer than retain or gaining a new customer. And there is a huge competition in the e-commerce space. Yeah. And us bringing those our customers or the retailers that are joining our platform powerful tools that allow them to do so is a big step. Of course, the world is changing. The world is constantly changing, and it's never going to be the same. There are some things that I've learned from this pandemic that I think that are, of course, it's not a positive things, but the world is moving towards ingenuity, into innovation, a lot of new projects. The world is going to only learn from this pandemic, of course, with all the disadvantages of this. But then again, humanity uses these kind of situation as a catalyst to step ahead and move forward.
Awesome. Good message also.
And I'm not sure, but are you already listed or not yet?
No, not yet. We're going to list at the 10th of May. This is our official date. We're going to release the list of exchanges close to that date. We're FINMA regulated, so we have some restrictions regarding what kind of messages we can deliver before we list. And this was also a hurdle for us because we really need to retain what we say. You know, we can't promise anything. We can't promise gains on the token. It's not something that we can do. We can only promise a very good product and a long lasting strategy, which is something I personally say that will definitely happen.
Then I of course have a question. Where can we buy momentum tokens?
We will soon talk about that. I can't really discuss the exchanges right now, but really soon we're going to kind of reveal our list of exchanges. I can say that we're going DeFi first, DeFi.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to expect.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
well, you've got 2 customers here.
Yeah. That
Awesome.
all sounds very promising.
Yeah, we're really proud that you would want to come on BitcoinLive to talk about this project, because I'm really happy to have met you.
But before you go, we always have like 2 questions. The first is, where do you see Bitcoin go? If you want to answer that question, you don't have to, but
where I see Bitcoin go?
Yeah, like how high?
Maybe it's a difficult question.
You know, it's a very speculative kind of thing. So I would say it will go as high as the community allows it. We need to find more utility for Bitcoin. I think it's the new dollar, Bitcoin. To be honest, as you see it, there is a lot of value retained by the community, which is really good because the community is retaining the value and not the authorities, governments, etc., which is a really interesting thing. We'll see where it goes. Hopefully it won't go too high, as I think that people should see Bitcoin as kind of like a source of truth, something that is stable, something that can be other currencies can base on, etc. An exact price? No, I don't know. Yeah. I can really speculate that.
Like a total organic growth, and that's the best kind of growth.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Of course. And organic growth is the best way to go.
And how do you see, or where do you see the whole crypto market go? Like say in industry, 1 or 2 years?
Okay, so my opinion is that there should be a really strong stable clean in the crypto market, removing all the insignificant projects that are not creating a value for anyone, just marketing buzz. This is something that has to happen because it impacts the entire industry. When I go sell my product, sometimes people remember the bubble of was it 2017, where there were so many ICOs with nothing, just air. So we need to do a stable kind of clean in the industry. I see that there is a lot of money running into significant crypto projects, as we see the Sandbox and the Graph and all of those those projects were kind of like mind blowing to me when I saw it as a gamer. You know, seeing this type of implementations for NFT was really surprising for me and really interesting. And the crypto industry, the core crypto industry, the real kind of companies who create value will grow and will become mainstream. As you see, there are people or there are companies who are already having their companies listed on Nasdaq, not only on Binance or on a Uniswap, which is really interesting. I want to be the first. I want to be the first who brings like a real AI blockchain company to Nasdaq, and this is kind of my vision for, let's say, for the next 5 years.
You'll make it.
Wow. Yeah. Well, we believe in momentum. We did what you extrapolated on that. So and I think with the retainment of customers, so we'll stay there forever.
Yeah. That's true.
Awesome.
That's true.
Yeah.
So maybe the final question, because we're also very big into NFTs, and you just mentioned NFTs. What's your vision on NFTs in general?
I think that the NFT, the concept is new, but buying properties online has existed since I was I think since I was 10 years old, when I was playing virtual world games where people sold items and plots of lands, etc. but the world is moving to the digital space. So let's say let's talk about the NFTs. Let's say in arts. So I really imagine like having someone having an arts collection in the virtual space, and it's part of let's say like a party or whatever. Everyone is wearing like goggles and going into the VR space and then seeing his collection is really cool. It brings a lot of impact because there's so many possibilities, so many possibilities. It's really interesting. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's really interesting where I'll go.
That's also our vision. Yeah.
Cool.
We really want to thank you for being on the show, Itay. I hope you can return when you are live on exchanges
in May. Sure.
The 10th of May. I heard something about the 10th of May, so I'll remind that.
Awesome.
Really love your product and really love the energetic and positive way you speak about your amazing company.
And we'll link all the details below in the description box so people will be able to find you. And
awesome.
And we always retweet and support all our people and also companies who come on our show. So we'll be supporting Momentum from now on.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for having me.
Going.
Have a great day.
You too, guys.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, people, we had Itay here from Momentum Labs, an awesome company. I'm a recurring customer, I would say. I'm fan already. I hope you are too. Look into it and start supporting it. That would be my advice.
Yes, yeah. And like I said, we'll always link everything down below. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but we'll get to it. And this morning, I have a lot of time, so I can do it right away. So we want to thank again Itay from Momentum Labs for being on the show. And we want to reward our viewers for their attention. And then we always give a small giveaway of $10. And we can do it maybe in the show for once. Let's do it in the show. So you can win $10. It's not a lot, but it's not nothing. And
it's about rewarding your attention.
Yes.
So let's.
What shall we say?
What do you think Momentum Labs' most strong selling point is? And comment that in the chat, and we'll do a countdown when you start commenting from 10 to 1. And
I'll do XRP because I
XRP
have difficult access to my wallet right now, so I have to keep it simple. So it will be $10 worth of XRP.
So start commenting. What is the strongest selling point of Momentum Labs? What you think?
Yeah. So go.
Okay, I see the first comments.
Yeah, we see a couple.
Start commenting.
Let's say in 5 seconds.
Yeah. So make a comment and win $10 worth of XRP.
So we're actually thinking about raising the reward, but okay, there we said we just talked about.
And you never know, maybe you can win something.
Yeah, that could very well happen.
Okay, thanks for your attention. See you later. Nick and I always say 2 things.
Yes.
Watch, learn, and earn, and makes you wonder.
Take care, guys.